I think we're live. I think
this
we're
is
live.
Are we about to break the internet? I know we've done real well with our voices. Now they get to see our faces too. This might be too much for the friends of the show to handle.
This could be a one and done.
Oh boy.
I don't see a chat. I don't see. Do you see on YouTube anything? Anything going on?
I see nothing.
I didn't know that was required.
Maybe you got to re-go to the site. I don't know. Let's see. This is great.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Welcome to our live show.
Hey, welcome to our live show.
Look, it's been a while, guys, right? Did we miss anything? Did we miss anything?
Not too much. Nothing till today. How about that?
Yeah,
Yes.
right. No new coach.
Regrettably, since we've been here last, there's been a lot of stuff I prefer not to remember. So, it has not been a memorable time. Although we are still presently the defending champions in hoops, though, and we still have a few more months, so we can honestly say that. So we could cling to that for a little bit longer.
How are we doing, by the way?
Current team? Well, presently, they're actually about to polish off their best win of the season, currently beating number 18 Georgia Bulldogs.
Let me hear them bark now.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, very impressive. Georgia is a pretty solid team, and their best player, Jeremiah Wilkinson, averaging 18 points a game. Our defense holding them to just 2 points with about 30 seconds left. So unless he just starts lighting up a barrage here, this is live into the second. The Gators are about to defeat the number 18 Georgia Bulldogs.
All right. I'm John. Andy, that's Sid. He's our resident basketball expert, college, pro, everything.
Do like hoops.
Listen, we've been bringing you since 2022 the best in Gator greats. I would put it up against any show. Our roster, I would put up against any show. All the guests we've had, unbelievable. From Spurrier to Lito Shepherd to, Trace Armstrong. We got NFL All-Pros.
Coach Spurrier.
That was the first one I said.
That was the first one?
Yeah. Way to pay attention. So listen, we've been doing that since 2022, right?
We have.
But the landscape of college football has changed, gentlemen.
Yes, it has.
So are we. We're going to change a little bit the format of the show.
With it.
Yep.
All right.
We're not going to have a Gator Great on every episode. We have a lot of friends of the show that are going to come on. They're going to join us, and we're going to talk about topics. But it's going to be us, and we have a lot to say now, don't we, gentlemen?
We do.
And you left out one of our previous guests that's a friend of the show. That a little bit of big news with him today.
Oh, really?
Oh, who's this?
Well, we did have our one and only current player that came on our show.
Yes.
Mr. Do we want to call him the first one to eclipse 1,000 rushing yards in a decade? Do we want to talk to him? He's the one that laid 266 on Florida State. There's a few different ways we can go with this, but
had a 4-touchdown game as a freshman. That was pretty memorable too. Right. Yeah,
Mr. Jaden Baugh is coming.
Hold that thought, ladies and gentlemen. It's all for the Gators.
Bringing Gator Nation a different Gator great every episode.
This is Jabari Gaffney. You're listening to the All for the Gators podcast.
Hey, I'm Rita Anthony.
This is Kejuan Rattler.
Hey, I'm Carlos Alvarez.
This is Jeff Dempsey.
This is Ricky the Rocket Natil.
This is Brandon James.
This is Cedric Faison, a.k.a. C4.
This is Taylor Jacobs. Go Gators.
This is University of Florida Gator great Lewis Oliver. Lock us in, guys.
Hey, I'm Earl Everett. You're not a Gator, you're Gator bait.
Only Gators get out alive.
Hello, this is Eric Rick. Go Gators.
Hi, this is Ernest Graham.
This is Chris Doring.
This is Jaden Baugh.
Hey, this is Trace Armstrong.
This is Brad Culpepper, and you're listening to Best Podcast on the Air.
Hey, guys, this is Jarvis Marks.
You're either all for the Gators or you're not.
Go Gators.
You rocking with Lito Shepherd, and we're all for the Gators podcast, man. Top notch.
Wow, have we had some
your
guests.
Gator alumni hosts, John, Andy, and Sid.
Hey, that's us.
Top notch.
All right, guys. Top notch. Listen, I got to clean that up. I got to shorten it up for the live sessions. That's too much.
No fixing in post.
That's a good look at what we've had. I'll tell you, that's a good run through of some of the guests, so people can go back and listen.
Yes,
absolutely. So, like I said in the intro, before the intro, the landscape of college football has changed, and Andy and I were texting the other day. I think it was when Dallas Wilson announced that he's returning, right? His big announcement.
Very excited about that as well. That's huge.
Absolutely. And VB3, his announcement.
Yes.
we've come to a place in college football where we have to celebrate now when a player comes back to the team that he's already on.
Yep. Really is. Every year is its own entity. Every year is its own standalone. Who was on the team last year? It's no safe bet that they'll be back. So you gotta recruit your own players in addition to bringing in the new players. That's a whole new element to this coaching game.
I heard a quote. I heard somebody say a quote, and they said, "Retention is the new recruiting."
Wow, that's on brand. I like that.
Accurate, right?
That nailed it. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So the NIL transfer portal, I mean, everybody sees it. It's like the wild, wild west now. And like you said, Sid, every year, the entire, landscape can change with every team, with everybody on pretty much a one-year deal. And that's what they're doing. And Baugh, as Andy mentioned, which we're going to talk a lot about tonight, he announced he's returning. They've extended him or given him his one-year deal. According to CBS Sports, it's close to $1 million, a little bit over $1 million for Jaden Baugh. And if you look up,
worth every penny.
And well, absolutely, you do some research. Running backs go for about $300,000 to $700,000. So that gives you an idea of his worth, right, as a running back, especially for the Gators. And can you think of another running back that means as much? What other UF running back meant as much to the Florida Gators team as Baugh does to this team right now?
I recall a year where Gillisley was like the only productive guy on offense. He was like fighting for every yard. I think we actually had a decent team with a real good defense, but he was like the only offensive player drafted by your Dolphins, John, if I remember correctly, when he was done. Gillisley was the last.
He was.
But to my memory, though, Gillisley really didn't have that strong a supporting cast. Baugh at least has these other weapons there, but it feels like Baugh is the engine that makes us go, though, even in spite of the talent around, unlike Gillisley, who really was a one-man show. But
is it Emmett? Is Emmett the last, yeah,
that's who I was going to say.
Yeah. Just because when you look back at that team, it was all running.
Right. Literally, he was the team. But Gillisley's a great example as well. But we needed, there was no other player we need. I don't care. Lagway, go to Tallahassee. No shots fired against Lagway. He just never put up the results that we were going to expect from him. Injuries.
I think the injuries were a part of that, though. He came into the season and he really just didn't. It didn't look like the same guy that was balling at the end of the year last year. And by the time he got his legs under them, this season unfortunately got away from him.
So now he's over hanging out in Tallahassee with FSU. And didn't he say he has a hatred for FSU? Didn't he post a meme?
I don't see him. And they actually just signed a quarterback. They signed, I think it was Auburn's. They signed somebody's quarterback today.
Yeah.
And now I think I heard Lagway's going to Virginia. If you ask me, I think he ends up at Baylor. I think he goes back to where he's got
Texas.
Family ties.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting. His dad played there. I think that's my guess is that's where he ends up, but who knows?
I do wish him well. It's kind of weird because in years past when someone left, it felt like it was more personal, but really these guys are like 1 year free agents. So I guess it stings a little less because of the frequency of our guys leaving us.
That's one of the things John and I were texting about. It's like everybody's on a 1 year contract. It's like year to year, you don't know who's coming back. And he was the chosen one. We were all excited when he got recruited.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers your 80s wrestling promo.
All fired up.
Yeah.
But, 14 interceptions is not going to get it done.
No, he just did not produce.
Yeah. Maybe it's better for him to move on somewhere else. I kind of hope that you get the right offensive coordinator, offensive coach in there. Maybe they help him figure out reading a defense. But, we'll see what he does. We'll see.
Although, though, we say each year is a fresh year. Look at Indiana, who for years were the doormat of their conference. Yeah. If you play it right and you bring in the right people and you find it, They look pretty darn good, and I didn't have Indiana being that team on my bingo card to start the season, so I don't know about you. So with the monster of a schedule that the Gators seem to have every year, we do have a lot working against us. But Indiana shows the roadmap there that if you find the right coach, you find the right players, and things can come together. It is very possible to have a quick turnaround if the pieces are in place.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you brought the schedule up. That's something I wanted to talk about because when you think about Baugh, and I mentioned his rushing, right? 1,170 yards.
Yeah.
Remember our schedule last year?
Brutal.
Toughest in the country, and he put up those kind of yards.
And a lot of games we were behind, too. So he wasn't like, we were a strong team where he was running in the second half with leads, padding those stats. He earned those yards. That was like in the game.
So you said our schedule pulls back a little bit next year, so that should be interesting to see what he can do.
And I could bet you new coach Summerall probably gave him a few promises about touches. I bet you that's in the contract somewhere, at least verbally, that he's going to get the touches. And I think he's got 1,843 yards in his Gator career, 5.2 yards a carry. Nice. So say next year, say he puts up 1,200, right? Which he could easily do if he gets the same amount of touches or maybe more.
Potentially more.
He'll already be in the top 5 or 6 Gator rushers of all time.
Wow.
Now, he'll probably leave after his junior year to go to the NFL. If he doesn't and he stays to come back, he has a chance to become the Gators' all-time leading rusher.
Yep.
That is pretty amazing.
So do we have the money to keep him here? I don't know. Look at Texas Tech. They're throwing. Did you see that quarterback they got for like $5 million? All that oil money over there.
Oil money, yeah. Well, that's what it was between. I know Texas Tech has a lot of them. I'm sure Texas does too. But that's where everything I read was Baugh was between Texas and Florida. So we'll take him.
Thrilled to keep him around.
I mean, it's going to be tough in college football with the oil money in Texas and Texas Tech to sustain that business model for anybody else, unless like the Saudis want to get involved in U.S. college football like they did golf, right?
Right.
And they're paying our comedians and entertainers to go over there millions and millions of dollars to perform one show. Maybe they want to get involved in college football, and then what?
Yep.
They pick, Moldy Moss, they buy all the players to go there. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
So our hope here was a Saudi prince is a Gator lover. That's our angle here.
I'm just saying that.
Maybe pale.
Yeah, pale.
Okay.
That was from was that Super Nintendo?
Oh God.
Football, and they had Super Nintendo college football, and they had the parody names of real college football teams. Oh, geez, that was a long time. We go way back. See, if this is one of the first shows you're watching. Me and Sid went to elementary school together. We all grew up together, middle school, high school. We went to UF together. So, yeah, we go back to the Nintendo days.
Andy and I played Little League together. Well, I was on the bench. He played Little League, but it was a good time.
Oh, man. Good times.
Yes.
So, along with Jaden Baugh, who, you just got to be ecstatic he's coming back because without him, we might be just dead in the water. And I know we got good backs, and we have some backs coming in, and we'll probably do a whole show on the transfer portal. Everybody we're getting, everybody we're losing. We're not going to, run through that list right now. But I want to talk about 2 coaches that are coming back to town that I'm pretty excited about.
Oh yeah, which
one's
got you perked up here? What are we thinking?
Well, we got friend of the show. Beast linebacker Bam Hardman,
that's
sir.
Yep.
Nice.
2000 SEC champion and all SEC in 2002. He's going to be, team captain. He's going to be our outside linebackers coach.
Yep, outside
linebackers. Love it.
Yep.
Coach Summerall brought him from Tulane because he was there when he was on our show, and then of course Phil Troutline.
Yes,
offensive lineman, all SEC first team, 2-time national champion. Coming back to Gainesville.
Yep.
Love that.
Have you seen his recruiting? The people he's recruited and put in the NFL? It's going to be good.
So do we get some credit for this Tulane connection from our friend of the show, coming on All for the Gators and bringing it together?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay.
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
We can't.
Nope.
We cannot take credit. So, okay. No credit there. And Jaden, also friend of the show. We're keeping him around. I see. We got our fingerprints all over this team.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I ran through my notes pretty quick. I didn't know we were going to run through this quick.
Well,
I got more.
You guys brought something to the table? Let's go.
Well, as the resident hoopster,
yep.
I do just have to say, I know we started the show talking about the big win tonight against Georgia, and the Gators are not looking so strong defending the title. We started off as a top team and actually presently unranked, although this victory will help. And we had a couple of close losses earlier to Duke and UConn, quality opponents there, but now that we're into the conference schedule and feeling good about things, hopefully we can right the ship. Definitely ran through the conference well last year. Our two big returning stars from last year definitely played a big part in tonight's victory there with Alex Condon and Thomas Haw, both getting 21 points and a good amount of rebounds, dominating the paint. But I also want to throw some love to the Gators, our defending champion Gators, who are on to the NBA. Walter Clayton Jr. is putting up highlights there in Utah.
Here we go.
I got so excited. Well, first of all, as a Knicks fan, I just enjoy when things happen to the Celtics, but he dunked over Derek White of the Celtics. This looked like Dominique in the 80s. It was so amazing. 6'4", and he just took off. If you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a favor and Google Walter Clayton Jr. Jam, and you will be pleased. It is a good time. And Will Richard giving some good minutes out there in Golden State too, learning besides Steph Curry. So the Gators, the young Gators out there making their mark in the NBA and hopefully signs of a good future. And John, I know you're excited about one of the older Gators in the NBA making some history not too long ago. Big Al. Oh, yeah. One of our favorites.
One of 7 players in NBA history with 1,000 threes and 1,000 blocks.
That really perfectly encapsulates the diversity of Horford's game too, because he really, for a big guy, shooting a three, playing the defense, blocks, been on all those playoff teams. Again, hard to give Celtics credits for me personally, but I was actually thrilled that he got his championship ring with them. And some Celtics fans would say he's one of the best Celtics ever. And that's really saying something because, boy, they had some good players. So Al Horford, much love to him, kind of having his last hurrah now and getting a run around with Steph Curry and fellow Gator Will Richard over there.
All right, Sid, are you ready for this?
I'm always ready. What we got?
You're not ready for this.
Probably not.
As I just said, Al Horford, one of 7, or did I say 6 or 7?
You said 7.
One of 7 NBA players in history to have 1,000 threes and 1,000 blocks. Who are the other 6?
Ooh, okay.
Let's go.
I'm going to guess Dirk Nowitzki's probably one.
You are correct.
Okay.
All right.
I want to say at least one of the Lopez brothers is probably on there, but I'm going to go.
You are right. Which one?
Oh boy, Brooke.
Wow.
Am I good? Okay.
2 for 2, Sid.
All right, Andy, you want to throw in one? You got no. Leaving this all to me. Okay.
This one out.
All right. How about Karl Anthony Towns?
No.
He doesn't have the 1,000 blocks, but he probably okay. All right, hold on. We got to think. Some big guys who are getting
one is
blocks
very,
and threes.
very obvious. 2 are very, very obvious.
2 is very, very obvious.
2 of them are, yeah.
2 of them. Okay, LeBron.
Yep.
Okay.
Tim Duncan.
No, because he wouldn't have 1,000 threes.
Threes.
Let's see. Jason Kidd.
No,
he probably doesn't have
1,000 blocks.
Oh, he was a big point guard.
No, okay. You ready? Number 1, Clifford Robinson.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Number 2, Rasheed Wallace.
Should have thought of him.
You should have thought of him.
Great outside shooter for the Pistons, among others. Blazers, good player.
Dirk, LeBron, KD.
I would have gotten that one.
Al and Brooke Lopez. So
all right,
you did better than I thought you would do.
Props on the Brooke Lopez. That was probably the hardest pull of the group.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes. Oh, that's a fun stat. I like that. All right. Congratulations, Al, future Hall of Famer, hopefully.
You think? I think
well,
so.
They don't do the NBA Hall of Fame. It's the Basketball Hall of Fame. So he gets credit for being an All-American and a 2-time champion with the Gators as part of his package. Made a few All-Star games with Atlanta, has some cumulative stats, and was a key piece on the Celtics championship. I don't think he's a first ballot. I mean, no one's confusing him with Kareem or LeBron as an all-time great. But what is Ben Wallace like, that Mendoza line there of the Hall of Famer? I think Al Horford's on par with Ben Wallace, right?
Yeah, I think so.
If you're including his college career, he definitely, has some props. 2 back-to-back champion, integral part of those teams.
So now we're talking about Gator players in the NBA. This is funny. I'm laughing because before we went on, we had like a pre-production meeting.
Is that what we call it?
Yeah.
It took 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, we're sticking to one topic per show, and we're on like our 5th topic now.
Yeah. And I want to add another one.
Up to what? Another topic?
You go first. We gotta give a little love to the new coach, Coach Summerall. I mean, we gotta talk a little bit about him for this. I mean, he's done what we wanted our old coach Napier to do. Brought in an offensive coordinator right away. He's brought in good coordinators. People that, they've got good pedigree. And then, listen, when you bring in Baugh, when Baugh comes back, that's it. To me, that sends a message, right? That means he's in on this coach. And I think we brought in, I don't know what order they came in today, but I heard something like we brought in like 11 or 12 portal folks today.
I saw we have like the number 2 safety in the country just came to us. I wasn't familiar with him, but if they call him the number 2 safety, that's huge.
And the defense.
And we could use that in the secondary because, we seemed like sometimes we couldn't quite get off the field on some 3rd and long. So a good hard hitting safety can help with that for sure.
When you get a chance, look up the height and weight of the defensive lineman we got from Jacksonville State.
I saw that. I saw that.
Is he in Dez's weight class there?
No.
Not quite that big?
No, but he's 6'7", 315. So
love it.
Yeah, I did see that earlier. I did. That's a big boy.
It. Yeah, we brought in some size. But no, he's doing a good job on the defense, which I like too. I mean, he's hitting the lines, he's hitting defense, secondary. And of course, listen, you mentioned it earlier. We got the guys that came back on offense, some big players coming back, right?
Sure. At the skill positions, that's crucial.
I mean,
yeah.
You got 2 receivers coming back that are Sunday players, easy, right?
For
Obviously
real.
Jaden Baugh is in that case too. We gotta figure out quarterback, right?
What are you thinking about with Philo? Aaron Philo coming over from Georgia Tech. He was Georgia's all-time leading passer in high school.
Yeah.
Is there something there?
Listen,
I like quarterbacks who have lots of starts because it's going to be harder to throw things at them they haven't seen. And, you look at like Bo Nix in the NFL. He wasn't exactly lighting it up in college everywhere, but he had so much game time that when it comes through, he wins games late. If we could take some of that magic, get someone who's got a lot of starts, who's able to recognize things, maybe get a little clutch plays for us late, that's crucial. I like as much as you're able to get somebody with experience in college, because these guys, can only play so long. I love that. I have more optimism about that than an unproven freshman who's coming in, lighting up high schools. I'd rather have somebody who's played at this level before and had that success. And hopefully, with our new coaching staff in place, we could build off the successes that he had and bring those successes and take it to a new level here.
Yeah, I like the competition. You bring in a guy that has some experience from another program who knows the offensive coordinator, came from the same school, right? You got Jones, stuck around, right? He was the backup last year. He got some playing time, but he showed some flashes. And then we got one of our top recruits, right? They brought in a quarterback, Griffin, one of our top recruits.
Yeah,
so you kind of got a little bit of every angle and see who wins it out. But he's got plenty of talent to play. Whoever it is has got plenty of talent around him.
I like it. But now here's the problem. You got competition, that's good. But the players that lose out in that competition, do they hang around?
Well,
remember, we're only in this. This is a 1-year deal.
And you never know when the guy who beat you up could get hurt, and opportunities present itself. I don't think anybody's bailing, just by getting beat out in spring. If they don't get on the field at all during the season, that might be a different story. But if they can't get on the field, maybe there's someone better than them ahead of them anyway.
Yep.
So that the competition should take care of that for itself. The cream rises, as they say.
Listen, the best case scenario, somebody wins the job and never looks back. Just lights it up, and we don't have to worry about it. They stay for the next 2-3 years.
This probably isn't really the best thing for the program overall, but I would really just like to have an exciting offense again. I'm more interested in being excited about the games, even if we're losing. I want some scoreboard. I mean, we're Spurrier guys. I miss fun and gun, and it really, the Kyle Trash gear. We put some points on the board, but for the most part, the last few years we've been eking them out, doing defenses, hoping for big plays. I'd really like to just have a good offense for a season and just put some points on the board and just see what happens.
Well, it seems like that's what Summerall wants to do.
Yeah. So naturally, and hopefully he can make that happen for us. I truthfully did not follow the Tulane season too closely, but from the little research that I've done, clearly he did really well there. And it's not like that school has a long, rich tradition of history. He turned them around pretty quick and was able to far exceed the expectations. And frankly, guys, with us repeating the same thing over and over, that's the kind of coach we need. Someone who has overachieved and struck that lightning, and hopefully they could bring that magic to Gainesville.
I'd love to know what the discussion was between the coach and Lagway, going back to Lagway, right? Because Lagway was at his press conference, right? Something happened quickly because as soon as Summerall was full-time, Lagway, he was one of the first ones that since he wasn't coming back. So they must have had a heart-to-heart.
You feel like there might have been like a Will Greer parallel in there, like DJ thought the job was his, and coach is like, you're going to have to compete for it, and he's like, oh, I'm going to go somewhere else.
You're probably right on.
Yeah.
I have nothing to base that on, so this is not breaking news. I am not unearthing some great controversy. That's just my half-assed impression situation.
Well,
but he kept Baugh, and that was the big fish.
Very pleased with that.
That was the main cog in the engine that we need absolutely to be successful and to have a brand or an identity, to have some players like that coming back, like your Miles Graham, it's great to have them come back. I mean, it used to be you had a guy just ball out on the field as a freshman or a redshirt freshman or even sophomore, and you knew in your head, wow, we have like 3 more years of this guy. Nah, not anymore.
That's true.
Let's see what we can do this year, gentlemen.
Well, I hope it seems like the coach is doing the right things, and for the headlines and for where we are at this stage of the season. I mean, the previous season isn't even over yet; the playoffs are still going on, but it seems like we're off to a good start. But I really hope he's able to focus the attention, getting back to being able to put points on the board. I think that all comes from the line. We need to be able to create lanes for Baugh to run through. We need to be able to give the quarterback time so he can get the ball downfield to these playmakers. And with the defenses that are in our conference, offensive line is more important than ever because they're a top defensive lineman going to the NFL draft first round all throughout the SEC. And too many times in the last couple of years they've been living in our backfield, and we need some big boys to help there. So I'm hopeful that that stuff's won in the trenches. I'm hoping we could get some big boys in there and get some stuff going our way.
They raided Penn State. I think we got 2 of their offensive linemen. One of them's a big dude. I know that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that all falls out. But hey, look, we're doing this live. We're doing it live on YouTube now. We got the chat going. I know it's going to take a little bit to get it up and running. It was a little rough at the beginning of this show, but we'll clean it up. Believe me, we'll clean it up quick. We got a shout out if you ain't a Gator podcast. He's been supporting the show, and he's in our chat. And
very nice.
Give me a little pep talk before we went on about how easy it was to do this YouTube stuff. So we'll see. We've been doing this since 2022, and we never really cared about YouTube or put effort into YouTube. It was more just Instagram and the Twitters and stuff. So now that we're doing this kind of show, we're just going to do YouTube. We'll talk it up. Hopefully people will share it, and we'll see where it goes.
Love it. Love talking Gator ball with you guys, my friends. Thank you. This is a good time.
All right.
Awesome.
And if I could take it one last tangent before we leave, I do have to say.
Here, what? Gator golf? What are we talking?
Yes. I am loving Udanis Haslam on doing the NBA talk. Over the years, like at the end of his career, he was doing a lot of stuff on the bench, Miami, maybe even say a glorified coach. and you hear in his interviews, never really knew that insight. I am loving his pregame. Well, first of all, he knows the league. He's not that far removed.
Right.
He seems to have good relationships, but I think he's really funny. So if you haven't checked it out, check out Gator Great, all-time Heat Great, not my team. Dennis Haslam doing a really good job out there in representing Gator.
What podcast is it?
Not podcast. He's doing the pregame. He's
doing
on
the
TV
pre-games.
he's on the NBA.
Whoa,
Yeah.
UD.
He's doing a great job.
All right, good.
Yeah.
He's keeping the other reporters and announcers in check.
He
I
is.
hope. All right.
Yeah, well, no one's starting any snuff around with UD in the house. He's holding down the fort. So check him out.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. So we usually end our show in a bit, and I really didn't have one planned because I thought we were just going to do like a conversation. But I thought of this question as we were kind of winding down, and we'll end with this. If you had unlimited funds in your bank account, right? You're the biggest bull gator they've ever seen.
I thought this was a hypothetical. That is Andy. He is the biggest bull gator.
Good point. Well, okay.
I wish.
So listen, you can bring any former Gator in their prime back to the university to play football this next season. Who would it be?
Rex Grossman.
Ooh. All right. I'm loving that.
Wow.
That's
That was
what we
where
need.
my brain's
quarterback.
going, but I'm going to go on the other side, and I'm going to say I would like some freak. Give me some Javon Curse. I want to see opposing defenses terrified, and boy, was he terrifying. So I'm going to go freak. I'm going to go freak. Can't go wrong.
I'm going to go Lito.
Yes.
I'm going to go Lito. When was the last time we had somebody in the secondary that was just dangerous? I mean, on any play can make, you know what I mean? Can make that play.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some good ones since Lito, but I'm not sure
we
better.
have.
You know, Keywan was really
Sure.
good. You know, Hargraves, we've had some good ones.
DVU, of course. But
Of course.
I'm
But
pick- it's my
Lito's
pick,
the top
Sid.
of the mountain.
Sid.
I'm loving it.
My pick.
Lito's our guy. That's good. Look at all three of us picking players from when we were there. So you think we got a little 90s to early 2000 bias going here on this show?
Why don't you tell Andy what quarterback you want?
What quarterback I want?
Well, he picked Rex. Why don't you
Yes.
tell him what quarterback you want then?
I would take Danny.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
I want the quarterback Spurrier coaching him. If that's where you're going with,
Yeah.
Rex has to come back with.
I'll take Danny or Rex.
With Baugh running the football. With we got VB3. We got the receiving core that's there. With Dallas Wilson. So he needs to come back.
More Trey Wilson.
Well, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But sexy Rexy has to come back and
and
get that Heisman trophy that is rightfully his.
We all know he really won it anyway. Crouch. Blah.
Absolutely.
Sense. Yes.
Let's check the chat. If you ain't a Gator podcast, he mentioned a couple players.
Okay.
And there's one that's really, you can't even argue, Percy Harvin.
Oh boy.
I mean,
game changer.
Yeah, the ultimate game changer in orange and blue. Absolutely.
Yep.
Vernon Hargraves. A lot of good players can come back and help out. But
take it.
Let's see these players on the team today roam the swamp, make a name for themselves, and become legends. Is that ever going to happen again?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Let's see it.
Yes.
Yep. Well, listen, what I love about today is, I don't know if you guys have been tracking the last few days, because I have, trying to see what Ball is going to do. But every single day, the narrative was all the guys leaving. Everybody leaving Florida. Today, the narrative is all about everybody coming. So, I love that.
I like it.
Today.
I like it. Changing narratives.
Yes. Yep. Well put, Bo Gator. Nice. I like that.
Bring in whatever we did.
Grandson of Sammy Baugh.
Run the ball.
Run the damn ball.
Damn straight.
All right, this is how we end it.
Great show, gentlemen.
You didn't give a Go Gator.
I didn't want to talk over those Go Gators.
Ready?
Go Gators. Get them and go. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Go Gators.